want to take a look at a lot of details in the form called Bassi. Bassi is the form that all junior dons need to know in order to go for their junior black belt. So all red belts need to know this form to go to junior black belt. So we're going to pay attention to a lot of detail on this form. So from this position, Shumi. Shumi for Bassi requires you to take your left leg, bring it over to your right, hands come to your side. The left hand comes all the way up. Now this is what we call the roof. This is what we call the house or the school. So the school gets placed underneath the roof, and notice that my fingers are not open, but they're closed, right? So from this position, and as I do this, my left leg comes up with my toes pointing down. Now it's really important that the left leg or the knee is above the belt, okay, or above your waist. So let's take a look at that. So from here, all the way up, and now pull down. Now the 2 feet come together, and the hands come together. Now notice that the fingers are still open, they're not closed yet. When my feet come together and my hands touch my solar plexus, that's when the fingers close. And then I pop my knees, and that's where the technique comes out. Now from here, I'm going to come up on the balls of my feet, count to 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to still look straight at you. 1, 2, 3. I'm turning, leaning with my shoulder. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to jump forward and strike. Now, here's an important part. When I'm in this position here, if you bring your hands apart, that's wrong. What I need you to do is keep your hands together. So when you step out, this hand just slides down and the left knee touches the right knee in the back. Okay, a lot of boys and girls, what they try to do is they try to move this back leg in front of the right leg, which is a mistake. You want to keep that behind. So from this position, this is where I want you. From here, the next move is to just drop your left hand. From here, you're going to take your left leg, bring it all the way to the back. You're going to do an inside-outside block and elbow the guy behind. From here, punch straight down, inside-outside block. Protect the ear. Now, the hand that's on your ear is the one that's going to end up in the front. I take my right leg, I move it over. Here comes that hand that's on the ear all the way around, right? Punch underneath, inside-outside block. Now I'm going to come back up into the balance point. This is the first, what we call the first homework point. I just bring my leg up, I hit the guy with a back fist in the groin. Notice that my toes are pointing down, my hands at the side. From here, I'm going to take this hand, use the momentum of this hand to turn my body as this one comes up to my ear. Now, I'm going to step down on the side from here, outside to inside block. From here, take my left hand, punch underneath, inside to outside. Then I'm going to come up on the toes, step back, and get into a good horse stance. Now, from this position here, I'm going to start to pull back. Notice that this fist comes straight back, and when it gets right underneath this top hand, that's when it turns. And then I just kind of sink into position. From here, I chop to the front. Notice that the chop went right in front of my nose, not out here, right here. Punch to the same spot, and then the lean. Now the hand comes all the way down when I go to the lean. Notice that the knee got bent, and this hand comes in the front to protect my face. So from here, I want to break the guy's nose, go back to horse stance, do the lean, break the guy's nose, slide up, touch, pseudo. Touch, pseudo. Touch, pseudo. Now, as if we had a pouch on, around our neck, I wanted a pouch full of sand. I want to take my hand, I want to reach over my back into the pouch, grab some sand. As I step back, I want to throw the sand in the person's eyes and cover my solar plexus. From here, I'm going to use this bone right here, this knobby little piece of bone right here, and I'm going to take the 2 knees and I'm going to bring them together. At the same time, I'm going to make believe this hand is the person's chin. I'm going to take that knobby piece of bone and hit the person in the chin, make my 2 knees touch at the same time. From here, I'm going to push down. I'm going to do a side kick, come down, pseudo. Touch, pseudo again. Pull back like water in a pool, double high blocks, break, step out with the right leg, hitting the person in the kidneys on both sides. Okay, right from here, I'm going to do the jump. My left knee is going to come all the way up, 2 punches, 1, 2. Okay, right from here, I'm going to open up the shovel. This is what we call the shovel. Place it on my rib cage, other hand on the ear. I'm going to take my back leg, my left leg, move it over, and take my right hand and hit that person in the groin covering my ear and making sure my elbow is low. From here, I'm going to pull back. I'm in a Hugel stance. Leg comes all the way up. I pull my hand in. From this position, I do a crescent kick, a low block, prepare, hit the guy in the face. I come up, kick him in the face, and elbow him in the teeth. Now, right from this position, we're going to do 3 strikes to his groin. I'm going to come up, 1, 2, 3. From here, I'm going to turn to a good front stance to the back of the form. Make sure your bump is way out. Pull back, do a double punch, come back, 1, 2. Now, the hands are on this side, so that means we crescent kick with the other side leg. Crescent kick, double punch, pull back, 1, 2. Now the hands are on this side, so that means we crescent kick with this side leg. Crescent kick, double punch. Now, open up the shovel, make it a sword. I'm going to bring it all the way around, strike, and down. Now, the important part of this is that this part here is flat, and you're up on the ball of the foot. You're in this position right here. Now, same thing on this side. All the way around, and strike. Slide up pseudo to the front, pseudo to the side, and cross step and pseudo. And back. Now, coming back together to Shumbi, you bring up the left leg again, toes are down, and